I started acting when I was about 8 or 9. By the time I was 9, I had gotten my first professional job, which was on a TV show, a local show in Boston. Um, and I pursued acting. Acting was my first love, and I pursued it, with my full heart. I mean, I loved it so much. And the way that writing came about was that we were all studying. Studying really hard, and I was at Strasbourg for many years and Circle the Square, and very serious acting student. And all of us that were serious acting students, we'd kind of do the same scenes over and over again. And we got kind of tired of it. And so my friends started asking me to write them scenes to do in acting class. So it kind of naturally came about, I would say, in my spare time, when I wasn't auditioning and working. By the time I directed, I had worked with John Woo, Spike Lee, I'd worked with Jonathan Demme, I'd worked with some very, very, very interesting masters. And I made a short film that was like a pilot for Eve's Bayou. Sam Jackson read the script Eve's Bayou, so he came on board. And once he came on board, it got easier. But of course, I had shopped the movie for a year already without him, taken 100 meetings, and everybody said no. And then once Sam was attached, we took a bunch of meetings, and people still said no. One day, I got a call from London, and there were a bunch of guys on different extensions of a phone in a hotel suite. And they said, "We've just read your script, and we have to make your movie." And there's an American company called Trimark, and it was basically this one guy, Mark Amin. It was his money and his company, and they were in a transition where they were, he had made the Leprechaun movies. And he was trying to get into kind of classy little films. And he had hired a very classy guy named Ray Price, who had just come off of marketing a film called The Scent of Green Papayas. And he'd hired him to basically find a small little gem of a film with a big star attached. And so Ray said, "I found this script, it's a small little gem. It's a big star attached." They're all black, but it's kind of the formula that you want. And so Mark had his company, everybody read it, everybody loved it, and Mark said, "I'm the guy, I want to make your movie." Well, I was 9 months pregnant. So my first meeting, that was like a green light meeting, I come in, I'm pregnant, and they really didn't flinch overly. They said, "How's this gonna work?" I mean, I was puking. I was so nervous. I'm like, "Oh, great!" Like, here I'm this black woman. I might as well be barefoot. I'm like, pregnant black woman. I need your money. I want to make this weird movie. But they were cool. They said, "How are you gonna do this?" I said, "Well, I'm gonna have the baby first, and then I'm gonna direct the movie." And they said, "Okay." Sounds like a plan. And so it was really these guys that had the vision to read the script, and it fit in with something that they were trying to accomplish. Right now, I'm working on a few really super interesting things. I'm very, very excited about a project that I have at Fox Searchlight called Black Nativity. It's based on Black Nativity, the Langston Hughes gospel musical. But I had to write a whole book, of course, a big story, because the Langston Hughes piece is very much kind of a gospel pageant. But to write a real story around it that supports it, I guess my best advice is bring your A game, never miss an opportunity to wow them with your brilliance. And if you ever get the opportunity, don't punt, I mean, if you ever get the opportunity, you got to be ready, and you have to deliver. Absolutely strive to bring your A game all the time.